Hey guys, James Newbury here, 4 times Australia's fittest man and currently 5th fittest CrossFitter on earth. What I'm going to do for you guys today is take you through a home workout that's really simple and easy and you don't need any equipment for it. I am in a gym setting here, which is my gym, but you can do this at home in your own living room, which I have been doing, and this is what I've been doing to try and keep fit while we've been stuck at home. So, just to begin, we're going to start with a warm-up of 2 rounds. It's going to be 15 squats to a chair, 15 lunges with a reach, so a little bit of a stretch, and then 15 lateral jumps, okay? Then we're gonna get into part B, which is the start of the workout. This workout is 3 rounds at a time, 50 skips or jumping jacks or double unders. I'm gonna give you guys some options to do in your own home. 21 odd object swings, 12 odd object rows. Then we're gonna take a 2-minute break, and then we're gonna get into our second part, which is 3 rounds at a time of 20 backpack squats, 10 couch dips, and 10 push-ups. So a lot of these things can be modified. So I'm gonna give you guys scaled options to do as well. I'm gonna give you guys some technique that you guys can focus on during your workouts, and then we're gonna go from there. Let's get into it. So just to begin, this warm-up that we're going to be doing, we're gonna start off with 15 squats to a chair. So you can use your own couch, you can use a chair that's in your kitchen. All I need you to do is be able to sit down to a chair. What I wanna focus on is feet are gonna be around about shoulder width apart, toes are gonna be slightly off center, and we're gonna displace the weight through our whole foot. I don't want you guys leaning all the way back into your heels and pulling your toes up off the ground. I want you to keep a whole foot placed to the ground. So from there, the initiation is gonna be from the hips, going back and then down, okay? That's how I want you guys to squat today. Hips are gonna go back, then you're gonna come down. These, you're gonna do for 15 reps. From there, we're gonna go into 15 lunge with a reach. So these lunges with a reach, very simple. Find a spot on the floor, you're gonna lunge down, and then you're just gonna reach up nice and tall. Then you're gonna lunge back, lunge out with the opposite leg, reach up nice and tall, step back, lunge out, reach up nice and tall, and you're gonna repeat this for 15 reps. From there, we're gonna move into 15 lateral hops. So these lateral hops or lateral jumps, you're gonna start in one spot, you're gonna jump from one leg over to the other and then back. It's gonna look like this. So you're gonna do that for 15 reps. Once you've done 15, 15, 15, you'll go back to the start and you'll repeat that for 1 more round. Once you finish that, we can get stuck into the workout. So, the first workout, we have 3 rounds to time of 50 skips. If you're able to skip in your apartment, find a skipping rope. If you've got one, it's gonna look just like this. If you can, or you would like to upscale, if I've got the ability to do it, I would be doing double unders. If you can do double unders, they look like this. If you don't have the option to skip for roof height, or you don't have a skipping rope, feel free just to go ahead and get stuck into jumping jacks. You're gonna find a spot on the floor, just like you did as a kid, as a regular warm-up for aerobics at school. All you're gonna do is jumping jacks, just like this, for the same number of reps, okay? From there, we're gonna be looking at doing 21 odd object swings. So, I've pre-prepared a little tote bag that I've got. I've actually filled this tote bag with 6 1-liter oat milk containers. So there's 6 kilos in here. So what I want you to do is with your backpack, tote bag, find anything inside your household that you can use to swing. Okay, if you've got some kettlebells, use some kettlebells, that's fantastic, or some dumbbells. Okay, it's gonna look like this. So your swings, we're gonna swing through the legs, up, nice and tall, bending forward, keeping the back nice and flat, feet are flat to the ground, bum shoots back, neck stays nice and neutral, okay? We're gonna do 21 swings just like that. Very, very simple. From there, we're gonna move into 12 odd object rows. You're gonna use the same implement that you had before. If you've got 2 different objects, you can do the same thing, just obviously try and make them about the same weight. So, your 12 odd object rows, just link your hands inside. What I want you guys to focus on here as much as possible, you can place those feet underneath the hips. You're gonna hinge over at the hips, keeping your back nice and flat. Arms are gonna start at the locked out position. and you're gonna row all the way through to the stomach, really contracting through your scapula, pulling back using your biceps as well. Cool. So there are our 3 movements for our 3 rounds to time. You've got your skips, you've got your odd object swings, and you've got your odd object rows. You're gonna do 3 rounds as fast as you can. Once you finish, you're gonna take a 2-minute break, and then we're gonna go through our next 3 rounds to time, which is 3 different movements. So we're gonna start off with 20 backpack squats. Your backpack squats, you can either do as an air squat, just in a freestanding space, or you can sit down to your chair if you've got some restrictions in how low you can go for injuries. Feel free to grab any object you like. You don't have to use a backpack. You can use a kettlebell in front if you've got a little bit of weight at home, or you can use another odd object from around the house. So if I'm doing my backpack squats here on the ground, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up my backpack, chuck it over my shoulders, and all I'm gonna do is set my feet around about shoulder width apart, thereabouts, toes slightly off center, feet flat to the floor, just like we did on our chair squats. And all I'm gonna do is stand in the spot, bum's gonna go back, down, crease of the hip down below the knee or a parallel, go down as low as you feel comfortable. Aim of the game here is to just add some extra weight to your squats. Mind you, you don't have to use weight if you don't want to. If you just want to do regular air squats, that's fine, and not use any weight. So from there, we're going to go into 10 couch dips. So these couch dips can be done either on a couch, on a bench at home. You can get, some milk carton containers, and all I want you to do is basically find a dipping station just like this, or if you'd like to go a little bit lower, you can use a little bench next to you. Feel free to use whatever feels best for you. The first option for your couch dips is feet are going to be out front, bent to begin with. This is going to be the easiest option. Then you're going to come down until you feel comfortable. You'll probably feel a bit of a stretch through the front of the shoulder, so when you get down to a range that feels good for you, you'll press back out. The aim here is going to be focusing on those triceps as much as possible, trying to keep that lower part of the arm nice and straight. Okay, I don't want it splaying over and becoming horizontal. I want to try and keep it nice and vertical up on that bench or up on that couch. If you would like to make this a little bit harder, you can take the legs out nice and straight. So from there, you'll go down. Once you reach a good range, push yourself back up and continue on. If you would like to make this even harder, feel free. You can even put your backpack up on top of your quads and make it a little bit more difficult like that too. From there, we're gonna go into some push-ups. So these push-ups, I'm gonna give you some scaled options for the push-ups. All you need is some space on the ground. So from here, we're gonna make our way down to the floor. Now, your first option is to do these push-ups off your knees. So all I'm gonna do is get you to put your knees underneath your hips. You're gonna find a spot down on the ground. Okay, so from there, what I want to do is I want you to lay flat on the floor. The first thing I want you to think about here, I want you to try and get this forearm at the back nice and vertical. I don't want you to splay it over so it becomes on a 45-degree angle. That's what I want to try and avoid. I want it to be nice and vertical at 90 degrees. That's the first point. So you'll find it's probably around that pec area. You're going to push up off your toes. We're going to reach full extension and all the way down to the chest on the ground. If this is still a little bit too hard, you can pull a pillow into the middle and you can reduce that range of motion just slightly. Chest to the pillow, push up to full extension. Chest to the pillow, push up to lock out of the elbows, okay? If you'd like to make it a bit harder, feel free. You can go up to the toes, same thing, chest to the ground, push up to full extension. If you would like to intensify this a little bit more, you can always grab your backpack, pop your backpack on, and you can do weighted push-ups with your backpack, but it's entirely up to you. So from there, you have 3 rounds for time. This goes through 20 backpack squats, 10 couch dips, and then 10 push-ups, 3 rounds for time. After you finish that, your workout is complete. What you can do to find this workout is you can go to MyFitnessPal or search at MyFitnessPal on Instagram. Make sure you log your results, and I'll see you next time for another workout.